Good evening. Time for some cleaning. I'm really tired tonight. I'm debating if I want this light. I'm very tired. I worked all day. Yeah, I think it's just a chill evening. That's so dark though. I wish I could like turn it as like a midway. What if I turn it physically? That's not good. Okay, maybe I just suffer with it on. Now my camera hates me. It's like, how dare you? How dare you do that? Okay, let's get the game capturing. I'm gonna do the demon map. You know, that'll be soothing for sleep. The other thing I wanted to do, this will probably ruin my life. Yes, it will. I noticed that this was all wonky. You know, just don't mind the housekeeping situation. Okay, there we go. We're back in. So loud. Like, what was that? What was that? Was that being done? It was so loud. You know, we're just trying to have just a relaxing evening of demons and stuff. Like what's the deal? Like, so much hitting. There's so many noises. I forgot what this game was like. Okay, the other thing is my husband, this is his D&D night, so we don't have help from the puzzler. So let's hope it's not too challenging tonight, as my brain is on E. Also, this seems really loud for me. I don't want to turn it down like too low for stream though. Maybe we just turn it down to like 70. That feels like too soft. Maybe it's just the ambiance that we need less of. That feels like more manageable. Like I couldn't even hear myself think. Okay. With all this demon worshipping going on. That's the cat. Okay, girl. You can go away. We don't need you at the moment. Do I have to throw this pig leg away, do you think? Apparently not. Apparently that stays. That's just normal. That's normal table decor. At the Demon Lodge campground. Okay. It literally is. I like how, like, cheese... What does the cheese have on it? Like, why does it have, like, a white thing on it? I noticed, like, so these are, like, shadows of the balloons that were the party balloons from the last map. Or, like, when, yeah, like, the original game and stuff. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. Okay. Okay, so there is going to be a little bit of puzzling because we have to find the key. All of these are keys. So I imagine maybe he has the key. Excuse me, sir. Can I pick him up? No, he's like alive. Like, I'm pretty sure he's alive. The ritual. Okay. That's nice. It's good to have hobbies. Oh. Wait. Okay, this is open. This is ominous. Maybe playing this at night wasn't like at night and alone. It's not my biggest, brightest idea I've ever had. Mary? Like Mother Mary? The screaming. Okay, well, we got a key. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is just back where we came from, right? Yeah. I wonder if we have to clean that up. So, okay. So where do we think this key goes?
Looks like I'm on a key hunt. These doors won't open themselves.
No. This one we already know opens. Oh, here's a water though. Okay. Let's just put our cheese up here for later. And we already have... I don't even think I'm gonna mess with the 2 buckets today. I don't even think my brain can handle 2 buckets today. That's where I'm at mentally. And I have caffeine even. Last time these like stacked up over here. Maybe they don't this time. I don't know where they go this time. Oh my gosh, that was so fast. I'm just gonna be horribly inefficient tonight. And maybe I only do 1 map. And maybe that's fine. Okay. Don't have to worry about that too much. Did have this done. So many trashes already. Not bad, not bad. That probably goes in there, I believe. Gotta combine our bags into the mega bag. Okay. Also, see if we can get into here. Maybe this is where our first key opens. It would make sense. Oh, we gotta clean off this sign. Yeah, Loud Valley, for real. For real, though. It's a very loud valley. That's the same sign that was over there. It's weird that it's like making us look at it, but it looks like it's all gibberish. Like, am I wrong? Yeah, it's like Latin or something, potentially. Or just made up. Oh, do we rotate it? No. No. I was like, don't be a code on here, please. God, I can't. My brain can't do that. Okay. That was this key. Okay. Oh, and that one. So it stands to reason that maybe there'd be another key over here. Oh, well, we definitely were gonna need this. Is there anything else interesting over here? What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't have to look at that, do I? Could put their trash away for them. Is any of this garbage? I don't think so. Is this? Okay. Well, we know we need this. So it's not all for nothing. I'm curious as to what we're supposed to do with these people that are hanging about. Imagine they all come alive. Imagine they just get up at some point. Maybe they could help. Be down for that. Okay. I didn't really finish this area. Just the growling. You know, I could never be into Satan worship. It's way too loud. Okay, that is in the other room. Oh. There's the man. Why would a man be there? At least we know this one is deceased. He is departed. He is no longer with us. Where did he go? Oh, he's right there. Can we get over here? Is this anything? Oh, okay. I had a good idea. I will say that's not a bad idea. It just is not going to help us. I don't think I... Because the boards are on the inside, so... Ugh, the sounds. Playing this at night was just such a great idea. These are just like slabs of meat, it looks like. Oh, how is my water almost gone already? What was that? What was that? Oh. So maybe as we take care of the bodies, the birds will disperse. They'll be like, you know what? Nothing to eat over here. We could just take off and leave. What's going on in there? That looks like not a lot changed in that area.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
I don't know where these go this time. Oh, so the bodies, those are saying that I need to get those bodies down. Or cleaner scents. We have to clean up all this blood too. Like in the fountain areas. Let's get our kitty going. Sorry, kitty. I bet that's gonna be really hard to clean up. How do we get him down, though? Maybe we have to clean up the blood first? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. We did have water over here. No, it's not there this time. Oh, God. Oh, okay, in here. We need to get this guy out. I don't know where these go, though. We're just piling them. So at least we won't lose them. I'm losing myself as to where I am. Where am I? Where am I? Why am I turned around? Oh, these are the cat. Okay, this is the way out. Backwards. I'm like backwards. Okay. And we need to come over here for our water anyway. Okay. Why was it doing that? I didn't like that.
Need to empty the trash can first.
I know that's not trash, I just want it out of the way. Same thing with this beer bottle. We just don't need that. I can't believe it's getting dirty so fast. I wonder if the cat didn't work over here. Feels weird to be mopping over the ghost balloons. Okay. Looks pretty good. Some random spots on the floor. But otherwise nice. We still don't know where this... I mean, this chair is probably in there. If I had to hazard a guess.
Am I supposed to find a key in this mess?
There's another... one of these. Kind of odd that there's not like a clue or anything. Oh. No. The barbed wire's in the way. Did we miss anything over here? Really, no, I don't think so. Yeah. Why is this smoking? Girl, give it a rest. Okay. Can we go up? Can we climb this? Yeah, we can. That's kind of a nice. Okay. Since we have the water right here, we should take advantage of it. Finish this whole area. This is dirty. Oh my god. So bloody. Okay, I guess we kind of have to do the meta. The meta play. Like, that's with our buffs. Like, it's just so crazy. Oh, I don't need that one. I just need to, like, pick what I want and just stick with it. I don't know if these stack, though. That's the thing. What ones did I use? Let's do this one. Okay. But here's the thing. We need that guy filled. Okay. See if this is the way to go. Yeah. Yeah. Way better. Way better. Oh, there's our other chair. Oh. Oh, this is bad. Is that me stepping on something? I don't know. I don't know what it was. Good. I think we're good. I'm gonna do... Oh, up here is bad. Let's do these guys. So they're ready when we figure out where the hell they go. Oh no. This is not what I'm meaning to do. This one is a stubborn... Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, let's go get our chair. And of course he left a little blood puddle behind him. For us to deal with. Okay. Pool area is looking good. Can we fill that up with water? I don't think we can. Before it was in here. I don't see anything. Okay, we're still good there. Okay, now these are kind of in my way though. Okay, this area is good. Let's get these box areas. Is that blood or is that leaf? Leaf shadow. Doesn't appear to be anything. I'm surprised this cat is not freaking... Oh. She was. She was freaking out. My God. It's like dented. I'm scared. What did that? How is this still not clean? Hello? Oh, there we go. We don't have this key yet either, right? Can't get in here. Oh, it wasn't locked. But it's scary. Oh, you know, we could turn our flashlight on. That will help. That's gonna help. Oh, the purring is not comforting. Hey, there's a buddy. Oh. Okay. Creepy. $14 bodies. I just saw that. That's difficult. Beautiful. Okay, good. How do we get them down is the question. Okay, they're still pulling. Oh. This is locked. Can we get into any of this area? I mean, I think we've learned that things aren't in drawers, but yet I still feel so compelled to look. Just don't know why. Like, why? You know why? Because the first game would hide money in there. And they trained me. Look at how bloody that is. Let's clean that right up. We can't have that. No one's gonna want to Airbnb this place ever again. Unless we get it looking more respectable. I like how we can go approximately like, yeah. Like, what is that? Like 5 swipes? And it's just like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Can't have that. At all. Okay, let us go get clean supplies. Ooh. Careful. Just careful with that. And pretty low here as well. And of course now we have to fill it up with shit. I really want to go in here. Oh, this looks... Okay, no, there's not like... Let's see what it's gonna take to do these. Oh. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. But how do we get you down? Oh. We take their bongs. You take their bong away from them, they're powerless. It's like all devil worshipping stoners. Well, that's gonna be a cinch then. Oh. Worked. Looking pretty good. What was that? Why did that do that? We don't need these for anything, do we? Do they have to, like, go somewhere? Do you think that was the bird? They were like, stop taking our food away. I saw a spot. Yeah, like right there. And my footstep. I'm like abusing the cleaning sense now. Because I thought before we couldn't use it anymore. But I think that was the rules for the other mode that's not nightmare mode. Yeah, I know. You're done. Okay. Let's go up here. It would be nice if we had access to that water source right there. Oh. Oh, this is different. Okay. Is there anything? No. We're gonna need to get that down. Well, everything's fine up here. Okay, that's how we get over there. There appears to be a lot happening over there. They've kind of got their hands full. Oh. Do you think if we go down here, if we can get out? Okay. Can we open this? Oh, nice. Oh, we know where this goes. We saw this somewhere. Was it in this cabin? Yes. It goes right here. Perfect. Do you think we probably have to pick up this glass? Yeah. And still got some blood. And I'm not... Don't go through the drawers. Train yourself to not go in the drawers. Okay. So now... what you can do in here? Wonder where this goes. Probably outside somewhere. What's that? Yeah. That's a huge shard of glass. Okay.
Time for a bag swap.
That there, so we don't forget about it. The inside of... do you think that's like birds pecking at it or something? We're 99% of trash? Kind of amazing. Haven't been really even trying. Okay. Let's get the furniture looking good. What about that? Go somewhere different. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Oh no, that does go there. We lied. Just making shit up. Oh, we're almost out of water. Make it count. We out. We out. Okay. Things are looking good in this little area. Let us tackle... Oh. Well, where do we think this one goes? There wasn't a third... Oh, was there one here? Oh, okay. I don't know if I put soap on these second ones. I didn't. Well, shoot. Oh, there's a person in there. I like the katana better than our pipe. Doesn't appear to be anything else in here. Oh, there's evidence. A bolt. Another bolt. Now he's gonna fall. Nothing else in here, huh? Okay. I just saw those vases and they looked weird. Okay, and since we're over here, we can get water. Oh. That was violent. Sponges. Okay, we're ready for 5 swipes and then to be full of nasty. Let's walk through up this hallway again because we need to grab this thing and I don't want to forget about it. Oh, I just love walking with things in front of my face. This is how I got confused last time. Okay. Here is our door. There. Perfect. We're not going to forget about it. I don't think there was anything else up in that hallway. But just in case. We cleaned up this glass. There wasn't any more glass. Like, we don't have to get rid of this, right? No. Also, we should try to go around here. Yeah, because this was a secret area. Ooh, this looks creepy. Okay, there is our water source over here. Oh, sneaky. Okay, we're gonna need that. Clearly. What else is in here? I'm scared. Oh, we have to break it. Oh, I'm scared. secret spot. I don't want to be in the secret spot. I'm a little bit scared to be in the secret spot. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, the secret spot is... What is happening? You know, on TikTok where they have like those caving TikToks and they're like, yeah, and then he got himself stuck and he had to stay in that position for 72 hours and all the blood rushed to his head, and it's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. I don't like it. I don't like it down here. I mean, this is just the music, right? This is clearly just the music area. And everything's fine. And that's pentagram. Why is there an apple? What's this? What's on him? Wait, am I supposed to pick that up? No. Oh, he has like arrows coming out of him. Arrowed. Okay, well, that was fun. Bye. Let us go away. We found that so fast. That's been like the easiest one. I mean, it helps to know where it was in the first game, but still, I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay. Everything looks pretty not bad up here. We just need the house key now. It's probably gonna be in that last A-frame cottage thingy, if I had to guess. Okay, she's probably cussing and screaming wherever I left her. Did I leave her? Or did I have her put away? Okay, yeah, she's put away. Let's get, for sure, this guy. Oh, yeah. Faux show. Okay, we're just missing a chair in here. Oh, we didn't come over here. Okay, kitty. Take his bong. Yep. Oh. I noticed my guy is like not whipping as much this round. He's just kind of speechless by everything that he's seeing today. I don't blame him. She done already? Oh, I forgot. We have to go. So complicated. We got everything up here, right? Oh, there was nothing up here. And then we decided this was how we jump over here. There's a lot of fire happening over there. Oh. Okay, I'm glad we came back in here. Yeah. Oh. I did a really bad job down here. Why is it like dubstep? Oh, this was the locked door. So can we get behind there, I wonder? Like if we go this way? No. The screaming is crazy. What was that? Why were things... She done already? I wonder if we're supposed to put those signs somewhere. The signs and the bong is what I'm kind of curious about. Oh, that's very dirty. What was that noise? Okay, we have access to this water now. Oh, and we can get in here. Yeah, chill out, dubstep kitty. We will get to you in a moment. Instantly filled that bag. Oh, we still gotta break that one down more. Oh, there's a Jude. Okie dokie. So, what? Why is there a babushka in a toilet? There's a babushka in a toilet. What was the growling? I've been trying not to get spoiled on... I just saw a weird shadow. I thought this was gonna be... Why did I think this was gonna be, like, relaxing? I was like, yeah, I really just want to, like, get my pajamas on and, like, do the demon map of this game. Why did I think that was a good idea? Why did that sound appealing to me? You know, I think it says a lot about my full-time job of what I find to be preferable. Rather clean the demon map. Okay. And should we just... I don't know. I don't know if I want to, like, set up camp over there, you know? I do need water in here. No, I don't. I'm okay. I've got 2 ticks left. That's good enough. We can fill the thing over here. That's fine. I just don't want to set up my... I don't want to set up my whole thing. I don't want to get used to the idea of living in this area and being, like, so attached to it. Okay, we needed this, and it needed to go in the cabin next door. Which was probably entirely my fault, because I relocated the other one over to the other cabin. Okay. We're good. We're good. We gotta go get that trash bag. Babushka. Is Babushka garbage? I mean, I would not say that she is, but... Can we, like, pick up? No? Just who is she, you know? What's her story? Okay, and that's, like, a maximum capacity one, so... I set it down. It did not go down. Okay, still no key to the main house. And we don't really know where that goes. Did we finish cleaning? Yes. Just need to go over here now. Okay, there's another man there. Let's see if we can just go in the front. Last time we kind of had to climb this area. Or there was a staircase on the other side. So we can try that if all else fails. No, we can just go down. Or no, this is what we need, the stairs to get it to. Okay, and there's another thing here. Let's get him. Oh gosh. And then can we open this? Yes. Did we get him? No, we didn't. We still have to get him. Why whispering? There was whispering. Let's just get him while we're thinking about it. I feel like maybe it gets a little bit quieter every time we pick up a body. Like the birds are relocating. Oh. Nine out of 14. We still have 5 bodies, but we still have the whole inside to do. I went in the wrong way. That's okay. We can get our gal going. Let's try to get up there while she does that. What is happening over here? Okay, there's still the ladder. Oh. Okay. There's our evidence. Or one more piece of evidence. Eh.
Is this your perfect hiding space?
Not yet, but it will be when we fall deeper into the nightmare. So the Wicked One won't find us.
I don't know if I can do it.
You have to. This is our only chance.
That went well for you all, didn't it? Oh, there's the key. The manor key. Okay, that's the indoor key. That's the one we needed. I don't like the noises. Okay, go out this way. I don't know, do we finish the outdoors before we go inside? Oh, he didn't like that. Or she didn't, sorry. I guess, yeah, we probably commit. We probably, like, commit to that. Wait, how do I get over there? This is so confusing. Okay, we have 3 ticks left. Oh, that was 100% of the blood. Nice. And we can't get, there's no way to get up here. We do have to go all the way around. There's nothing like back here, right? Nope, just more water. Oops, I'm so not thinking correctly. Okay. And we out. She is done. Okay. Well, we have water down here. Let's take advantage of it. I'm just like, no thinking, just put it in. Just put it in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it does. Just put it in there. Yes. I will be with you shortly. And in fact, just stay right down here. Okay, looks good down here. Where do we think this goes? Does that go in the house? Oh. Oops. I almost glitched the fuck out of that. Where did that come from? How did I do that? Okay, we got all the blood. There's 2 pieces of prepare the ritual. How long has that been there? I don't think I want to prepare the ritual. Thoughts? This definitely goes in the house somewhere, right? Wrong? We're done in here, right? Prepare the ritual. I assume that those little flyers that are everywhere tell you. I mean, it seems like I'd need that for a ritual. What is that noise? Okay, let us leave. Let us leave. Where'd that chair go? Am I tripping? Oh. Oh, good God. I'm thinking this goes inside. I'm hoping. Get rid of the trash 99%. It's just fucking rude. Prepare the ritual. I'm just a cleaning person. I'm just but a humble cleaning person. Are we out? No, we're good. This is a way nicer bathroom. Isn't it different? Seems fancier. That was my bad. Okay. Everything looks fine in here. No, I don't want that. Everything good there? Do you think this is... Okay, so these are where the bongs go. Oh, and there's a skull somewhere. Hopefully that's in the house? Because I haven't seen a skull anywhere that I remember. Okay.
You need to repeat the cycle. Slay them all in the name of the wicked one. Oh hail, the wicked one.
Okay. Wish we knew where these go. I mean, there's got to be 9 of them, right? We have... No, it says total 9. We've already got 6 of these. Unless they go inside. Oh, they do. Okay, awesome. Is this dirty? No, it's not dirty. Oh, all of these are probably in the way. Well, I don't want to break them. Let's just try doing this. Oh. I'm just gonna end up breaking them. Yeah, I'm just gonna end up breaking them. But at least they'll be out of my way. Okay. 3 ticks left. That's not gonna be a lot to do much. Also, we don't have her going in here yet, do we? Okay, that's just enough to, like, get these going. Right? Am I wrong? Do they not go here? They just don't want to go in here. Oh, there we go. I wonder if it's like it has to go
It won't move like this.
in a specific order. Am I just supposed to leave these again? What? Why her face glowing like that? Okay, well, I'm glad it's... Oh, she's just T-posing. She's just T-posing all the way. We still need, like, quite a few more bodies. That kind of concerns me. Were there some in that bedroom? No. Oh, yes. One at least. Did I knock her over? I did. Sorry. I'll get you in a minute. Why is she not going in? Like, she's... Oh. Like, she's fully in there. Like, what more could you want from me right now? Just being a little crazy. Okay. Should we start getting the bongs? I kind of want to have it clean when we do the ritual, you know? Like, we want to put our best foot forward with the ritual. I should really let her clean.
Time for a bag swap.
Again? So there's another tiny piece. Oh, is that outside? How did we miss that? How did we miss that? Oh, that was our 100% of trash. Nice. Okay. As we start moving these bad boys. They're so finicky. They are so particular. Do these? Yes. They are viewing chairs for the ritual. We're gonna have an audience. We're doing great. Gotta figure out where the tricycle goes still too, I think. This one's been possessed from day one. This is the one that was like independently wobbling. I'm sorry I keep knocking you over. Or is she just saying that she's done? I think she's done. I hope she was pulling from in here too. Okay. Okay, so there's like an easier way out now, but I don't necessarily know that we need that. What is highlighting as trash in here? Oh, ew. Just some raw meat and some barf. That's all. Okay. Only have one more barrel. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let us get our bongs. Come along. Does it matter? No, not really. Where were the other ones? We didn't really know what to do with them, so we just kind of knocked them down and then ran away. I don't think that skull wasn't the one in the cave. Like, we don't have to take that skull, do we? Is this the one we're missing? No, this one. Ah! Like, do you think we need to go back in that cave area and get the... Like, because I haven't seen any other skull. But, like... Let's just clean up in here, I guess. And if we don't find one, then that's... We know we can... Oh! Okay. What was that? They have a leak. They have a leak. Okay. If we do this, is something gonna happen? Like, is this it? Imhotep. Ah! What is that? I don't want to go to the nether. I don't want to go to the nether. You know what? I think we're just gonna let that just chill out for a minute. I really don't want to go in there. But I'm thinking maybe that's where our other bodies are. It's just maybe something to consider. Maybe something... Oh. And then I walked into a door. Were we out? Yeah. Or just go in there like with my laser already drawn. Oh god. I just broke so many things. I think I'm like beyond caring. I'm beyond. Ooh. I don't like that. Okay, but I'm not gonna break that. I don't want to break that. Okay, that looks pretty okay. I'm gonna sponge this guy up. Why is he not clean? He's clean, right? Yeah, I think he's clean. Just this little area. I don't want to go in the portal. It's scary. What are you doing? You're supposed to be playing D&D. Okay. Clean up the shit we broke. It's... Can I close this? Okay, I can. Like how we have to clean up the steak, but not, you know, just like the hooves laying around here. Wait, what's the mannequin doing here? I love how they just like to PTSD you with like throwbacks of other things. Look, there's the basketball. That's a huge PTSD. Okay.
Something is blocking the way.
Is it a one? Oh my god. Now is it okay? Yes. The bird sounds are literally insane. Okay, I saw like a piece of meat a minute ago. Where was it? Maybe I already grabbed it and I didn't realize it. So much blood over here. Is anything in here? No, don't need that. Okay, that's good. I'm not fixing their leaky sink. That is a them problem. Okay, we got all the blood and we're missing one piece of furniture. Of course we are. And 1% of the trash. We have 4 pieces of furniture out here missing. I don't know what that would be. Something up here is highlighting. Oh, what is that? The cheese? Are you kidding me? Why? I would have never figured that out. That makes me so scared for when I do the deep, was it deep clean mode or something? Where you don't, there was cheese in here. Where you don't get the cleaner sense at all? Like, how would you know? Oh my god, where's the last piece of cheese? Is it in here? Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, thank god. I did not want to be running all over hell and back. Outdoors completely done. And in here is one piece of trash. It's got to be a bottle I broke. Like, I mean, let's be for real. Oh no, it's a piece of steak. That's probably the piece of steak that I saw that I forgot about. And one piece of furniture. One piece of furniture. I wonder if it's in here. It's like stand back and observe. No. No. Oh, this little table. Where is that table at? I have not a clue. Oh. Is it this one? Oh, of course. Okay. Okay, good. Worth it. It's worth it. Okay, we have nothing left to do but go in here and hopefully get the last bodies. I don't know if... I doubt if there'll be blood in there, but... they better be in here. We're gonna be fucked, because I don't know where else they'd be. Okay. We're in an ancient temple, which is very normal. It's average stuff that we all do all the time. Like, does that count as a body? What is that? What is it? Okay, there's a body. How do we get this body? And is this a body? No. Do I have to clean up this? I do. Okay, there's like... Oh. I thought I
Can't
said...
pick up anything with a full bag.
Of course we're gonna have trash in the ancient temple. Oh my god.
Need to empty the trash can first.
There's another orb thingy. Okay. And we just... Okay. Where does this one go? Where's another one of those things? Probably it's gonna open up the middle part so we can get the body, right? We're missing one. Something glowing. Yeah, there it is. Did that open? Come on over here, sir. Just gonna get you right back to your dimension. Or wherever it is. Wait, there should still be one more body. Was there 2 bodies in there? I don't think there was. Where's the last body? Can I just like pop this out and go back in? Is there another trash bag? Somewhere's about? No. I thought we had another one, but maybe we combined them all. Okay. There's not like another guy down here, is there? Hello? We do have another garbage bag in here. What did I do with it? There was no bodies down here, right? I mean, there's skeletons, but I don't think we care about them. No. Where's the last body? No, it does say all tasks completed. So I don't think there's any more bodies in here. I really don't think there is, because like where would they be? Because like if we pick this up and throw it away. Yeah, that was it. I can't believe we're missing a body. We didn't really go... Let's go back over here. Because we didn't really spend any time over here, right? There's no body over here. We've been to both the secret spots. We went back here. There was no body back here, right? Oops, I forgot I have to creepy crawl. I don't think there would be a body down here. I mean, there's this guy. But that's not what we're looking for. Trying to think of places we didn't really spend very much time on. We went here. Does she count as a body? We never had to put this anywhere. Let's go back here just to make sure. A little look-see. Bodies should highlight like a green color. If we were to see them. I feel like maybe it's gotta be in that last house because we just didn't spend a whole lot of time in there. There he is! We found him! We found our buddy. Oh no, how do we get to him? Oh, they're so sneaky. They are so freaking sneaky. Wait, there's more evidence too, it says we didn't get. Yeah. Another boat. Another boat. Hey, come on, buddy. Almost didn't find you. The birds would have just pecked your eyeballs out. Now you get a proper trash bag burial. Yay, we can leave. We did it. We did it. I don't know, I feel like I could do another map. Maybe we do another map. Hopefully we take a little break on the spookies. I feel like I almost saw something that I shouldn't have seen just then.
So many signs. No one to care.
So many signs of devil worshipping and no one to care. Oh. We did it. Perfect score. That's a lot of bodies. That took 1 hour and 40 minutes. Nothing was stolen except my soul in a devil ritual. Oh, and we got the devil lamp. I forgot that we were getting that. I don't remember what map is next. Beautiful. Unmatched. Okay. Oh, let's equip our demon lamp. Even though I feel like I hardly use the lamp. Hardly use it at all. Is it the museum map next? Because It is. I don't. This is a very, 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 very large map. So I might not be able to finish it. But we could start it. I know, it is my favorite map. I accidentally got spoiled a little bit on this map because I saw Insum for like a split second. And I clicked off of it as fast as I could. So I saw like a glimpse.
Everything starts to fall apart.
And I'm pretty sure he was at the museum. It seemed like it was like underwater or something. Is what it looked like.
Cleaning artist reporting for duty.
Okay. Let's get out our lamp and see what it looked like. Which lamp is it? Does it matter? Whoa. It's bright. I'll give you it's bright. I don't ever use that one. Wait, where do I put these? Where do I put these? Oh man. Well, never mind. Oh no, and this is locked. It's another key situation. What is this? Oh, that has to go somewhere. Oh no. I don't know if I want to go in there. We're missing a lot of art. Lot of art. Wasn't there another piece of art? Yeah. I don't think this one goes down here, though. Kind of looks too colorful to go over here. Yeah, I don't think it goes here. Well, I really think there's nothing to do but go in the portal. They were like, we made this portal asset. Everybody be going in it. You be going in it in every map now. Because we made it. Ooh, it's pulling from so many places. Oh my god. Why can't I get it clean? Okay. I guess we go. Yeah. What the hell is this? Oh my god. So do you... What's this? This is where your water is? Is this a water? Oh my god. And this is where I take... I'm gonna get so lost in here. I'm not gonna remember. Okay, that's the white one. And there was a white piece of furniture. So I wonder if that's where that goes. Can you sort of see? Okay, that's like the bar area. That's like the duck exhibit. That's paintings and shit. That's more paintings. Ew. What's this? I don't like that one. That's like random statues and stuff. That's where I came from. Okay, so now I can pick him up. That is freaking wild. I think this is not gonna be my favorite map anymore. This is not my favorite map anymore. Oh, I see. I already went to the wrong one. I thought I was going back to where I came from. It's gonna be so hard to put stuff back. I see. I just heard her scream from another dimension. Okay, there's gonna be a body over here, right? I mean, oh my god, what is this? Okay, there's the dinosaur area. There's a guy. What happened? What happened, do you think? How many bodies we got in this one? Only 10. Okay. Okay, so where were we just now? We were here, right? And this is where the dinosaurs were. Yeah. Sir, you're missing this. There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So here's what I'm wondering. If... Oh, there's another bone. Where'd Dodis go? Oh, he has a guitar. Well, the guitar goes back where I was, I believe, but we don't have a key for that yet. Where were we? Right here. Okay, this does go in here, I think. Okay. Yes, I know. Let's try the white door. Yes. Ugh, I hated this area last time. I could not parkour it up these. Oh, that's a chair. Where does this little dresser go? Right here. And then here's the yellow and apparently blue room. How did we get out of here? Oh, there's so much shit. Ugh. No, I better use these. Just I don't have any soap yet, so... So not doing the greatest job of all time. Oh god. Okay. Oh. There's a dude. Oh, he has some evidence. Oh, hello? Whoa. Oh. He was like spring-loaded. He was completely spring-loaded. Well, he is, you know, nowhere to be found. So, we'll worry about him some other day. God. I wish... I'm not gonna remember. I have short-term memory issues. So, I am not gonna remember... where goes what? You gotta go over here. You gotta be over here. Here he is. This goes over somewhere that I just walked by. Yeah, here. And this goes not here. Let's put this back by the portal. Like, stuff that we need, that we know needs to go. Like, that needs to go. This needs to go. All this stuff needs to go. This needs to go. Put it in the pile. She doesn't even go here. Okay, since we were just in the white room, at least that one's easy to find because it has a white door thing. Wait, where did it go? Oh. Oh, this goes way the fuck up there. This is the hardest thing about this. Is because you have to jump with this crap in your hand. And it just doesn't want to work like that. This is the issue I had last time, and it was awful. Oh my god, I hate everything about this. Okay. Nope, it won't let me do that. Just go up there. Just go. I hate it. It just doesn't let you. Maybe a problem for another day. I have no idea where this thing goes. Can we just leave it here and, like, we don't know? What is this? Sewage exhibition. We're exhibiting sewage. How am I supposed to get over there? What is this? Oh, okay. They all connect. Okay, I feel happier about that.
Unclog the pipes. Get this thing running.
I mean, that's not scary. He's just doing his work, you know? Nothing scary about that. Okay. Uh-oh. So if I fall in the sewage, that's, like, bad, right? Probably. Oh. I can't do that. Okay, well, that didn't work. Oh. No, I can get in here. It's fine. Probably. I don't think it goes here. Oh, it probably goes in here, though. Yeah, there's some busts and heads and things. So, he might go here. Maybe he doesn't. Oh, maybe he goes over here. Okay. But you don't. You go over here. Oh my gosh, so many little pieces of this guy. I think this one's fully intact, is it not? Yeah, it's only him that has an issue. This is another painting that does not go here. Okay, are there any other doors around that can connect us to different places? Yeah, this one. No, it's locked. What about this one? No. Oh, a dinosaur egg. Nice. I like how there's not as much blood in this one. Seemingly. The day is young, but seemingly less blood. There's a lot of paintings here that should not be here. That's a lot. Okay. Is this another painting that shouldn't be here? Yes. Painting pile. Painting pile, painting pile. Okay, let's see what else we can find up here. We gotta figure out how to get up here. I mean, now that we know we can touch sewage, we're pretty much unstoppable. That's how I feel anyway. Okay, last time there was a code with these. I do not remember what it was. I'm not really concerned about it right this moment, though. It's probably not the same as what it was last time anyway. I'm gonna go over here. Why? How do I get up there? How do we get up there? Do we need our little step ladder? I mean, it can't hurt. Oh, that was rude. Okay, but what if we do that, but better? Like, okay. Oh, that's not... Oh, how did that work? Here's the issue, though. I mean, I guess we just yeet this. What the hell is that up there? God. Okay. We might have overshot that. Just a little bit. I mean, as long as it's not up here, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. And then put this away. Okay. And then now we figure out how to get these out of here. I don't like that noise. Okay. Need the white one now. That one went all the way over here. Like, what is up here? Oh god. I hope I can get this. Oh yeah. We're fine. Oh no. One of your guys had to leave. His dog got sprayed by a skunk. Oh my god. Oh no. Seriously? Our dogs have been sprayed by skunks. It's been twice, and it's literally been the most traumatic, scarring experiences of our lives. It really is awful. It's so terrible. Until, like, one time was when Dave had a job interview the next day. Like, so traumatizing. Like, how do you even explain that? And then it also kind of smells like weed, so then you're like, does my employer just think I smell like weed? Like, you'll never know. Oh no, that didn't work. How are you supposed to do this? Can I climb up here? Oh my god. Okay, let's try putting it here instead. Oh, we were so close. We were so close. Oh god. Stay over here. Oh, there's a dog. There's a dog here. Yeah, it's past your bedtime, isn't it? Okay, that's not ideal. Oh, hello. Hello, Hattie. Hello, Hattie. Are you neglected? He says, I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed, Mom. I'm sorry. Okay. Where am I? So far from where I want to be. So far from where I want to be. Oh my god, we did it. We did it. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Okay, that's amazing. Oh, well. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that cat has had it with me. She's had it. What do I do with this? Like, why? Why is that a thing? I feel like we're missing something up here. What's going on up here? Oh, oh my god. Well, it doesn't matter because we got the door open now. But okay. Okay. Yeah, see, our UV lights look different too. So it's like a whole lighting set. So do these ones look different too? Oh my god. Yes, they surely do. Okay, cool. What is this? Okay, nothing else is like highlighted here except for us to come get our... Yeah, that might just be there from now on. No, it's fine. We got it. That room's like done though. Like, we don't need to worry about anything else in there except the TV puzzle. We got 100% of the blood. Can't do that. Wait, how did we get 100% of the blood? Doesn't this have blood on it? Apparently not. Apparently not. I'm fine with that. Okay, I guess we start taking this shit to the other dimensions. Is there... That's like the wrong computer chair. That's so rude. We don't know where this goes. We don't know where this goes. We know we have so many paintings in that one room. Where's the dinosaur room? What is that? Oh, this is evidence.
wicked one needs chaos and entropy to thrive.
Entropy?
Sure, nothing is where it should be. Nothing!
Yikes. Okay, well, we haven't been up here before, so... Oh, good. Okay, we're starting to open more and more doors so that we don't have to go into that weird area. I don't want to go to the liminal space if I don't have to. Okay, this has gotta be... Yeah, right there. Oh, he's just the back. He's just the back. You don't want to snap? You don't want to snap in? Is it just because I'm, like, not tall enough, or... Is this not his tail? Why why won't he take his tail? Okay, well, I don't have all day, you know? Oh, this doesn't go here. This doesn't go here. Nah, it doesn't go there either. Where are we? No, it's not there. This one. As soon as we get in here, this is like the music area. We know that this one goes in like the dinosaur area. I feel like we just go in here and start opening doors. Okay, where does this one go? Okay, somewhere over here. No? No, it's gotta go in here somewhere. Whatever. Is it that one? Hello. Yes. I'm not dealing with these white things again. They will just be what they are. I don't know where like the modern-ish art goes. I think we should just start going into some of these that we haven't gone so that we can open the doors. Oh my god. Another painting. We don't really know where the Homo art goes. It's gotta go up here. Open. Come here. Okay. What other doors can we open while we're up here? Anything good? Oh my god, sir! So spring-loaded. There's another dude right there. Oh no, where were we? Here. I think this is the other spring-loaded guy from before. So much shit. So much shit. Okay. Magic doors? What's magic about them? Getting a lot of the bodies, at least. Oh my god, just things where they don't go. Like, literally everywhere. But, here's some doors. Nope, we can't open them. Oh my god. There was a chair in there. From the white room.
How it usually works.
What? So mad that that was locked. It's freaking rude. Wait, but can I see down here? I can't. There's a wall. Okay, are there any other doors? Yes. We haven't been here yet either. Literally crazy. Just gonna start throwing shit. Okay. We've now connected this. Okay, we got to the music exhibit. Let's see if we can unlock some of these doors. No, this door's creepy. Oh. Whoa. What's going on here? Another chair where it doesn't go. Okay, here. Okay, that was huge. We now have a lot of rooms connected, I think. Okay, this all looks good. Oh, there's where that chair came from.
The day the music survived.
Where does this go? I like that there's not as much blood in this map. I feel like this has to go somewhere. Oh, there's a thing here.
The guy from above calls this place the hallway of the borderland. He said we have to guard every gate until reinforcements arrive.
Even at the cost of our lives?
Even at the cost of your souls.
Well, okay then. But do you guys know where this goes, though? Oh, God. And I'm supposed to remember where that chick's at. So, okay, maybe these don't go here because, like, most of these don't have frames, and this one has a frame. This one doesn't have a frame. Okay, this, I feel like goes back here. The cat's screaming in the background, but like I'm supposed to remember where I put you. That was 10 million rooms ago. Oh my god, so spring-loaded. So spring-loaded. Okay, we need to go to a portal.
Fully relaxed, not knowing someone is about to stab him. Peaceful death. To some extent.
You sound close, but I don't remember where you are. Coming along. Ooh, that's different. Okay, so wherever, I feel like these have like same frames. Okay. We're getting there. Not even remotely, but we can pretend. We can pretend. It doesn't have to be done immediately. Oh, I remember seeing that weird picture. It is in the dinosaur area. Not there. Is it here? No. Here. Yes, here it is. Here's the photo I want. Okay, now where did I come from? Oh, liminal space. Where are you? It's like the... Oh my god. I mean, it was here. Okay. So we're just missing the musical instruments. Now, this was... Oh, can you... Did he make it so you can't go up here anymore? Maybe. I feel like we have bigger fish to fry at the moment. We're not gonna mess with that. Maybe I have to put him up first. Okay. Oh, and there's another painting back here. And then this doesn't go here. This doesn't go here. Okay, so another... I know we had a drum somewhere earlier, or snare. This doesn't go here. Oh god. It's a maze. It's a maze. Half the battle is just collecting things. This was like a secret area in the last one, but it was like a secret area to steal money, so... What is that? We really haven't used water or anything yet. We haven't even... I think I filled it and we didn't really do anything else. Okay, last time the TV code was up here, but it's all just blank now. Oh, we're missing one metal chair over there. That's so fucking rude. It's so rude. Okay. I'm not taking that through there. I just don't want to. Oh my god. No. Not what I meant. So many paintings. Do I have my flash? I don't even have my flashlight on that whole time. Oh, the chair's just right here. That wasn't difficult at all. Okay, I think we're fine. We gotta get that yellow chair out of... Oh, there's one of our drums. I didn't go the wrong way. Okay, drum. Perfect. Okay, let's get this out of here. Just gonna put it in the liminal space for now. We good? Mostly? Just looking for stuff that doesn't go, and it's gonna be sneaky. Aha. This guy. Oh, I just saw a drum too. It's rude that it doesn't take you to where you... This wasn't where I was. Okay. Okay, where does this guy go? Oh, way the fuck back here. Oh. Well, we didn't even know that that was... We didn't know that that was here. Okay, dinosaur. We haven't even been in there yet, which is just literally crazy. Where's the dinosaur? I'm gonna throw... Can I throw this? Down here, yeah. Oh, we gotta pick her up if we can find her. Yeah, just right here. Sorry. Whoops. Okay. We're just gonna drop this somewhere. Maybe down here. Into our big pile. Same as this right here. Okay, but this is what we were going to try to find. We didn't get there. This needs to go downstairs. Am I right? It doesn't go up here, right? Yeah, these all have frames, I believe. So let's stick that one down here. And this doesn't go up here. Yeet. Yeet. This doesn't go up here. Okay. So much easier now that you can just toss. Oh look, we recognize this guy from the elephant puzzle. And just get it in a central location. I feel like that's going to be helpful. I don't think we have... Oh, we have a... Maybe now we can get the tail to stick. I want to, from here... Yes. Success. Yes. Now, if only I could play... I mean, I guess I could place the furniture from up here. I think that's what I ended up having to do for some of them last time. Oh, there's so many random things down here, too. Let's take this to the random area. This doesn't go there. Is there anything good over here? No? Oh, that doesn't go here. For show. For show. Okay. Oh, we've never been here. Okay, let's...
Praise the duck lord.
We know all about that. Don't even pretend like you don't. Can't get in there. There's no other doors. That kind of sucks. Because this doesn't really connect to anything, does it? No. Okay. Oh my god, there's just so much random stuff everywhere. Oh, this doesn't go here. That's a dinosaur egg. Oops. Well, I didn't really want to go there anyway. Okay, let's put this in the yellow room. We haven't gone up here yet either. Nope, there's nothing really up here. I think some lamps went there last time. Like, what is this? Weird. Nope, I'm stuck. Okay. It would not let me go. That does not go here. Let's see if we can get some of these paintings up. I feel like they might be kind of forgiving on these paintings. Seems like they don't really care where you put them. We can put this guy in here. We're getting them closer to where they need to be. This one goes like up in the air. I think we can actually get this one, yeah. We only have one of the cushions. Whoops. I think there's 2 cushions for it. Oh boy. There. And then those 2 go way high up there. Yeah, it does have a cushion. But we couldn't, there's no other door in here. That's so annoying. have to walk all the way around. Okay, did we have any other frameless pictures? No, not really. Some bronzes, some dinosaur heads. I didn't figure out which one of these was the dinosaur room. Not that one. Not that. Is it this? No. Why am I like having such a hard time finding it now? What is this? This is where we came from. Oh my god. Where's the dinosaur? There's gotta be a way to get to the dinosaurs. Ugh, there's so much shit in here. Oh my god, there's more dinosaur stuff. What else was up here? A room we couldn't get into. Oh.
Time for a bag swap.
How did we not even see this dude? How did I not even see this dude? Don't do duck? Huh? Oh, two guys. Okay. Oh, he's got evidence. How do they fit in there? I must say. It's pretty impressive. Oh, let's get that evidence. Yeah. Last time these all like represented a different movie. But I can't think of what these would be. Duck in jail. Oh, is that supposed to be like Forrest Gump? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, this doesn't go here. Let me out. Okay. Dinosaur room is what we were after. This is not it. This is it. We did it. We finally got here. We finally got here. This has got to go, like, over here somewhere. That doesn't even go here. Oh my god. This is bird one go. I mean, it doesn't really look like it goes in here. Let's go back to the white room. Dump and go. Dump and go. No. I need to put something in front of the door that is just like super obvious to me what it is. any other paintings with no frames? Yes. This man. Okay, so all the wooden framed paintings come up here. Is what it seems like to me. So we can start bringing those up here. Who you fighting? Who you fighting? Okay. It's still so filthy. We're not focusing on blood right now. We're focusing on shit that is not where it's supposed to be. We haven't even been in here yet either. We're still finding rooms we haven't been in. It's crazy.
The best defense is a good offense.
Oh god.
Dinosaur went on a killing spree.
How did a dinosaur get in this room? Please be for real right now. What kind of tiny ass dinosaur are we talking about? Yeah, the big giant T-Rex came up the stairs and went in this little ass room. We've taken a wrong turn somewhere. Have we been in here? Oh, that's just the stairway. It's just a stairway. You are done already? Too bad this isn't multiplayer and I can't put you to work in here right now, because let me tell you, we could use several hands right now. Let's put this egg somewhere. Not here. Oh my god. I don't ever remember where anything is. Short-term memory final boss. It's not it. It's not it. It's not it. This is it. God. To do that. Just to do that. It's not a big payoff. It's nothing great. I'll tell you that. Wait, didn't I throw this from somewhere? Didn't think I was throwing it there. I'll tell you that. Is that this? No, but I can get there from here. I can get there from here. Worth it. Was it? I don't think it was.
Back on the wall.
That's right. I don't want to try to find the dinosaur room again. But that's what the majority of this stuff is. Well, a lot of it's paintings. No. 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 This. Heads were over here. Right? That's not it. Yeah, this one right over here. Oh, and we can put his toenail back on. Hopefully. Phalange. Anything else up here that's weird? Oh, we can walk. We can walk. Okay, so we can take these wooden framed pictures right up here, and we don't have to go through the liminal space. It doesn't seem like they're being as generous on these. Okay, there we go. That's a long ways to walk. That's a long ass way to walk, but... Oop. No. Not fling across the room.
Now you can go back to being admired.
So, okay, so this has a really ornate frame. So maybe the really ornate ones go right here. We'll try one and see. Yes. Okay, are we done? Oh, we have these ones still. These are the wooden ones. Okay. Maybe one of these. I'm gonna need water here soon to clean off that one area up there. Awesome. Okay, and then these are like weird Pomo silvery statues. Do we have, that's not gonna be it. Let's go back through, not there. I need to go back to like the lobby area. No, not there. This one. Whoa. There's a bathroom. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. So that needs to go to the dinosaur area. Okay. Now we should be able to walk these from here, too, right? Yeah. Oh. No. Apparently not. Oh, I was like, what is making that noise? But it was that. I don't know where this goes. I mean, silvery statues. That's the ones we were looking at earlier, but... I mean, we have to clean under that, but I'm not gonna worry about that at the moment. Cut to me running around, not knowing where the blood is. It's under that painting. Can't get to this room from here, correct? Where does this go? Oh, right there. I got to clean it. Oh, see, yeah, we're starting, things are starting to get very dirty. We are to that point. We had this little, yeah, we got this. I just hate that. I hate that for us. I still feel like there's rooms we haven't been to, but maybe not. Okay, so these we decided go upstairs. These also go upstairs. And the rest is in the dinosaur room. I wish there was an easier way to go upstairs from here. Was this a way I could go upstairs from here? No. It's just liminal space. I mean, our water's out here, right? Yeah. We'll be ready. Okay, where is upstairs? Please, God, help me find upstairs. Help me find upstairs. I'm just gonna go into random areas until I find upstairs. Oh, here's one. We're only missing one painting up here, maybe? One or two. Yeah, two. Like, none of these have to get moved, right? I don't think so. Might be done in that room. Where are our busts? They're there.
You belong.
A little birdie goes over here. I think she goes over here. Yes. I still don't know where that thing goes. Oh, this is just, see, I hate, it's like showing you, it doesn't show you real time what that area is. She's probably had it with me. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to fill this. Whoopsie. And we still did pretty good with it. Oh, no, we didn't. Now we did not do very good with it. Can I just push all of this stuff out? And 2 more dinosaur things. Okay. This doesn't go here. Just some blood. I can't even reach up there. We gotta get water in our laser. And then get this chair out of here. It says find misplaced exhibits 1 in here. So there's something else. What do we got going on in here? I don't see anything. Unless it's up here. We did not go in here. Oh, yep, here it is. Yep. I do want to go up here some more, though, because we didn't really look. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a problem. I don't know where this goes, either. I really don't like it, though, I will say that. Okay. Okay, we looked in here. Okay. These don't move, so that should be fine. Oh, well, he doesn't go there. We're amassing quite a pile out there. Does this go here? Yeah. Yep, we knew it. We knew. We knew that was not gonna fly. Okay, I think we looked everywhere. Where does this go? Right here. Oh my god, there's so much stuff in here that does not go. That's so creepy. Ooh, they're good. They're good at hiding shit. Okay, that's blood. Ooh, we gotta...
Tell your boss this place belongs to us now. You know not what you do. We know exactly what we're doing. All hail the wicked one!
Okay. Okay, now we've got this dinosaur tail. I think we did it. Yeah. It says... Oh. Yeah, we got all the misplaced exhibits out of here. So now it's just like blood and stuff. I am gonna go... Okay, there's nothing in here. What's this? Oh, that's the door. It looked like a tape recorder or something. Okay, now it's just to get the shit back where it goes. This is a painting without... Yeah. I can get there from here. I've got so much. I just take something and then bring something. Take something, then bring something. Oh, that goes hella up there. Hella up there. You know what I've not seen is the yellow globe. It is hidden somewhere really good. Oh, look at that. It's hidden really well. What am I hearing? Like thumping around. It's so creepy. Okay, let's bring the white chairs. Is that just my feet? I don't like it. Thudding around. Okay. We can bring in this yellow chair.
Yellow to yellow.
That's right. That's right. Okay, what else? This white chair. Oops, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way! Where is... We lost it. We lost it. White door, white door. Okay, here it is. So many white chairs. We also haven't seen the white cushion anywhere. Okay, the rest of this is like upstairs. Where is that room with the painting on the floor? Is it this one? Yeah. Right back here.
Think about falling again.
And same thing. We're running out of places to put these. Got that. One go there. What happens if we run out of places? Got... Those are all full. Am I crazy? Oh, right there. Okay, so now we just have those really modern looking silver. Would it be like this stuff? I don't think it would be him. Those aren't even really silver. Let's put this away. Beethoven. I don't know where those go. We know where she goes. If we can find that room again. The cursed room that I never know where it is. Not that one. This one.
Now the Pharaoh's curse won't reach me.
Okay, we just saw this guy in there. This one. Okay, well, let's go back in here, and this is like the dinosaur area. I do believe. I do believe. This thing is a little interloper. Ugly, weird spore. What would we call that?
I also wonder what some people have in their heads.
We're making quite a dent on these. I don't know. I don't know if that goes in there. This might be upstairs. Let's try it. Yeah. Oh, we're still missing we're missing a fancy framed. This one. There's still a misplaced exhibit in there too. Let's try to find that. Where did it go? Do they sometimes like change out of order, or am I really just that bad?
There you go.
Okay, let's see if we can find the exhibit that's shouldn't be up here. Oh, it's not this far. It has to be in that one area. In this area? Yeah. What is it? Yeah, we gotta clean the blood off of that. What's wrong? Go to bed. Go to bed then. You're okay. Yeah, just go to bed. Could it be? No. Let's look in here again. Like, none of these move, do they? And it definitely could be in here. But I don't see it. Upsetting. Oh, it's this doesn't go up here. This seems like it should go here. Yeah. Hello? Oh, there they go. No, they're fine. It's just Hattie. She's tired.
Please, don't come back to life.
Too late, man. Too late for that. Why is this so difficult? There we go. This looks like a toe to me.
If the time comes, I hope you will spare me.
Not those. Okay, this goes upstairs again. Upstairs, hallway area. This one. Oh, first area. Oops. Okay, what do we got down here? There's gotta be some more stuff down here that doesn't go here. I don't think there is the thing. There was some water down here in the first map, but I don't see it now. Ew.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
Oh. the deal in here. Don't really see anything else. Oops. Okay, see if we can this guy back. Getting a little concerned how many things we're still missing. It's a lot. There's still 3 in here. Oh, probably because of that puzzle that we don't know how to do. It does go there. I don't see anything else, just like floating or anything. Yeah, it's got to be in here.
What is that even for?
Yeah, what is that for? We don't know. We don't know. Look, there they are. Look, that's the last dinosaur egg in the one of those things. I haven't even seen anything that has like colors like that on it. And like these, I have no idea. This has to go in that one cursed room. No, not in here. Where's the one room? It's like next to the music room. I think we can get to it from up here. Can we? No. Yeah, like this area. Yeah. Is there anything else that shouldn't be in here? This painting. So disorienting. I'm missing so many musical instruments too. Okay, this didn't go here. There's more dinosaur pieces. But that looks like it. Did I just see something? I did. This painting. Oh no. Oh no, we glitched it. Oh, that's okay. There we go. That's no biggie. That's no biggie. I like popping the balloons. Okay. This. Get the last guy out of here. Okay. Now this goes on our first floor lobby area. Where'd this go? Oh, right over there. Okay, this was like the corridor hallway place. This one. Crazy. Like, look at all of these that we're missing. Like, oh my god, that's so many. Oh, come here. There we go. We're missing so many. Okay, devil mask. Devil mask. Ugh, I wish I could walk into there from there, but I can't. It won't let me. Okay. It still says there's a misplaced exhibit in here too, but that could be out here. Oh, let's look in these lockers just in case. Get up in a little high area. Oh. It's because I was cleaning it. What about stuff on the shelf? Can't open those. Could it be like one of these pictures? No. Any more things hiding out here? We're missing so many. 2 snares and a guitar. Like, how are we missing a guitar? That scared the shit out of me. Well, there's a snare. There's another snare right there. Okay. I didn't even know I was stuck, apparently. It just respawned me and scared the shit out of me. Oh, this is the symbol. Okay. How are we missing a whole guitar? We got an entire guitar. Are any of these like weird? Not supposed to throw any of this away. No. We're fine out there. Okay, we need to get back to the lobby because that's where a lot of our mismatch stuff is. Yeah, right here. Oh yeah, look at all this crap. Turn it up. There we go. Okay, lobby, 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 lobby. Is this the lobby? Ish. I don't know where that photo goes. Mm, mm. Okay, pretty damn close to being stuck because we still have a lot of crap to find. These are all chairs that I don't want to climb to. See anything else? There's also still one. Oh, the one more body is behind the TV puzzle. We know that. There's no like misplaced exhibits here, so we know nothing is bad here. This has to go upstairs. But where? No, I don't think this does go up here. Let's clean that blood up since we're thinking about it at this moment. Missing 2 exhibits up here. Move the furniture back to its place. Like none of this, right? And it's not counting this bar area. Oh. Okay, 1 back to its place. No, this is a different area. So there's 1 thing missing. We've got 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2, 2. There's like that. It's like, whoa, why did it do that? Why is it making that weird noise? It doesn't go here. Is there like a painting that goes here? No. I feel like this goes here. I just don't know where. Like, maybe not? I guess we just drop this off. I don't think it goes up here. I don't see any spot where it would fit. And there's something down here that doesn't go. Upsetting. Upsetting. Oh, the guitar. The guitar is somewhere. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. I mean, it could be... It could be in that puzzle area that we just haven't figured out yet. Or we don't know if we can get up here yet. Okay, close this. Oh, it won't. I don't think it will let you jump up here anymore. It's just not into letting you do that anymore. Like, all of these are good. I just don't know where this goes. There's no paintings missing in here, right? I just don't feel like wrestling with those tonight. I don't think I'm going to. I'm too tired. There's still blood left. Did we ever get... No. We did not. Did not get water. Is there any way to get water in here? No. Oh god, we just need water. Oopsie. I mean, it worked. Gotta admit, it worked. Like, I'm not even paying attention to what we're doing anymore. What is the green? So that's supposed to be like dinosaur blood. It's green. Oh my god. Hmm. Okay. Got all the furniture. Nice. We got, that's like our only area that we've got 100%, I think. Okay. 2 areas. Like, it would tell me if there were extra exhibits here, right? We still haven't figured out how to get into here. Oh, we did it. Oh no, I hate it here. This is a really liminal space, you know? A big pool with a duck. We're gonna get lost here, aren't we? We are gonna get lost. And the thing is, there's nothing good here. Like, where are my exhibits? I expect exhibits. But instead, we got music. I mean, that's nice. I'm not mad at that. Oh. Nice. Okay. Do we think that there are misplaced exhibits here? It would probably tell us that, correct? If there were. I feel like if I go in there, I just die immediately. Let's go this way. I don't think we went this way. Oh, there's literally nothing here. It for real is just liminal space, the game. Hee. Okay, well, we did that. That's good. We figured that out. So this area is really and truly done. I wish we could put something next to that that would be like, don't ever come in here again. What if this goes in the white room? Oh, that's not where I thought I was. That's not where I thought I was. Where's the white room? This one. Is there a spot for a picture here? Well, there is, but one doesn't go there. We're missing 2 things in here, a pot and a globe. says there's 4 misplaced exhibits here. I feel like it has to be up here. Because that's the only... Okay. No. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. I feel like that's where all of our other shit is. And I don't feel like there's anything I can do about it. Could we run around? And is there anything on the outskirts? No. Nothing. We know that's completely done. That's completely done. That I don't want to do. That's got a bunch of weird shit going on in it. That's got a ton of missing stuff. I feel like we're stuck until we figure out the TV puzzle. And the thing is, I have not seen a single thing that would tell me the answer to that. Do I look it up? Do I look it up? Modern art. Crime scene. Later. Nightmare. Mode. TV. Puzzle. Nope. I can't even Google properly. I'm so tired. Modern art. Apparently some bugs going on with this one. People chit-chatting about it. Oh, see, this girl, she's such an OG. Camzilla's mom again. She tells you what each color of the door frames mean. She is not addressing this room at all. Hello? Help us? Oh, cassette room. You do have to figure out how to get up the cassette thing, and I don't want to do it. To unlock the door in the sewage exhibition, set all the TVs to green. 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 I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, you're in an entirely green room. We figure that out. Well, and here's the thing. It says find misplaced exhibits. I only see 2. I see the egg and this statue. So there's something else we're missing. That was not a happy noise. Oops, wrong way. Wrong way. I found it. It's in the basketball hoop. How do I get it? Do I take another basketball and then I like throw it at it? Whoa, that was jarring. You know, they really rely on my non-existent... Oh no. Oh no. Come back. Oh no, come back. How do I get it out of there? I feel like the basketball is not even colliding with it at all. No, come here. Oh, I fell. How do I get it? Patty, you really need to go to bed. Oh, you're Irma. You're the other one. Okay. No, that's not working for me. I feel like I gotta get up here and then walk over there. Potentially. Oh, but I fall every time. It's not collision. It has no collision. Oh, what if I get this out and I have like no water left? I'm upset. I'm upset. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. And I'm trapped down here. Get me out. We'll clean up the blood. Okay, well, we found the one misplaced exhibit. We just can't get to it. Nope. Nope. Can we, like, climb? We cannot. Whatever. This worked last time, right? Okay. No. Oh my god. We did it. And the problem is, this isn't even, like, close to the last exhibit that we need. We're still missing so many. How do we get out of here?
Lost and found.
We're missing 2 exhibits. It is the seahorse thingy. Yes, the seahorse and that leaf. And I have not even come close to seeing either one of them. I don't recall seeing anything like that. And we know that it's probably... Okay, and also we have no idea where this goes. Does it go, like... And we're missing so many things in here. Missing 9 things in here. Like, how is that possible? It's so many things. We're missing a pot. I've not seen it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I would remember a Kraft macaroni and cheese colored pot. That would stick out to me as a thing. You know, okay. I thought that it would stick out to me as a thing, but I guess it didn't. I guess I see that every day and it was just like nothing to me. Okay, the other thing was the globe. I thought maybe it would be like over here. Like, what is this? Like, it's so weird. Yeah, there should be a bright yellow globe. I mean, obviously it's not in here, right? We also haven't found this white cushion. I hate trying to jump on these. Like, why? Why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work? I feel like there's gotta be a white cushion, like, blending in over here. We're just missing so many things. I can't get those things up there. There's no way. There's not a chance. Not a chance. Think. Okay. Holy crap, we're missing a lot of trash over here. Oh, it was literally just that. Isn't there blood up here still? No. It does say we can leave when we're ready. It does say we can leave when we're ready. We're missing one piece of furniture up here. Can I jump? Oh, I can. This is just missing the two that we knew about. Why does it make that noise when I walk by it? Okay, I think I have to call it. I think I have to call it. These areas are 100% done. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it, but probably definitely not tomorrow because it's Hobbit Day tomorrow. So, I do plan on playing that game probably around 11 to noon Eastern after it comes out. And I don't know, depending on if I like it or not, I guess we can come back to try to 100% this. But it's just too much for my brain today after working. So, but we'll definitely come back to it because I do like this game and I will finish it. Alright, but thanks for anybody that stopped by, and we'll see you tomorrow if you're interested in The Hobbit. Bye, good night.